Hey guys, so I'm going to do the perfect palette tag. I wasn't like tagged by anyone. I don't even know who like came up with this. I've just seen a couple of these and I just thought they were really cool. And it just looks something that would be really fun to do. I'm really sorry about the lighting. I'm sure I look incredibly blue, but it's getting dark and like I said, I'm like having serious trouble with the lighting, but I'm hoping to maybe get some lights pretty soon, so hopefully I will be able to fix that. So this has, I think, 8, yes. This has 8 questions. I might have a little bit more than 8 palettes that I'm talking about just because I like can't decide. I like looked through the questions earlier. I just cannot decide what to do for any of them. The first question is best packaging, and while this might not be like the most convenient packaging, I would say that this is just the most adorable, and it is the Lorac. I don't even remember what this is called, but it's like, it was for the holidays last year. I don't remember, but it's like the kind it opens, it looks like it has chocolate boxes, and it looks like a chocolate box, and then you open it up and it's got like all these things that look like chocolate bars. Like I'll just show you like a close-up of one. It like, and then it says ooh la la. Yeah, ooh la la vanilla, and you open it and it's got, you open it and it has 4 shades that are like nudes. So there's like, how many of these? 6, some of them have lip products, most have eyeshadow, some have lip products, and then there are a couple of gel liners. I just think that this is adorable. Well, it's not incredibly practical. It is adorable. And it's easy to just grab one of these and take it on the go. So the next question is best color payoff. I actually have 2 that are probably tied for this. And the first one is the Spellbinding Eyeshadow Book from Kat Von D. It looks like this. Gorgeous colors, gorgeous payoff in all of the colors, which is awesome. I know some people have said there's a couple of hits and misses. I think they're all perfect. I love them. This is like my go-to palette recently, because I actually got it recently, but I am obsessed with it. Plus, like, you can mix the colors and it makes like different colors when you mix them. It's so versatile and the colors are so pigmented and they're incredibly long-lasting as long as you use a primer. Like, I'll just show you like random, like, look at that. Look at how gorgeous this gold is and the gray. Ah, it's so, so gorgeous. Everything about this palette is gorgeous. The palette I would say that is tied with, sorry, I probably sound funny. I am extremely congested and I have the worst cold, and it's just because it's getting cold and I always have colds and I just get sick all the time. But this is the Storybook eyeshadow palette, the Ariel collection that Sephora did with Disney. And I made an entire video about this. It is gorgeous. I love all the colors. They're all like multi-dimensional, like in the way that like there's more to them than they look like they're either duochrome or they're just all gorgeous. You can see that they're all incredibly pigmented and they're just like this sparkly white one. You can't really see it, but if you like put it on your eyes, it gets like duochrome and it sparkles and it looks different. They look like different colors in the sun. They're just so pigmented, but there's more to them. For most versatile, I'm going with my e.l.f. gigantic palette. This just has more colors than you could ever need or want. These are actually incredibly pigmented and they last an okay length with a primer. I just think that they're a really good one. I've tried different brands of like the giant like colored ones. Not a big fan of these as much as I am with this. I think it's great because you got your yellows, your blues, your pinkies and reds and purples, but then you also have over here more nudes and natural colors, and then also you could easily do a smoky eye. You could literally make any look you want with this palette. The next question is best for traveling, and I'm going with my tiny little Lorac, is this the Uptown? Yeah, Uptown Allure palette. I think this is great for traveling because it's tiny, it's compact, it's thin, and you could like bang it all over the place and it stays shut, and it's gorgeous. Looks like this. I think it's good because you can get more nude colors, but you can also do a little bit more smoky with this purple mauve color and then the brown. So the next question is best color names, and I'm bringing back the Ariel palette because they're all Ariel themed, and you can't get better names than Ariel themed ones. For example, oh my gosh, I just like, that got everywhere. So there's like Blue Lagoon, Scuttle, they have Seashells, Atlantica, Ursula, Sick of Swimmin', Jetsam, Wandering Free, Triton, Treasures Untold. They're just all based off Ariel, and it's adorable. There's nothing I can say else about that. It's adorable and just makes this palette 100 times better. So for at least used, I have this one palette, and I bought it kind of recently. Not a big fan of it just because it's one of these like these big ones. I'm not sure if it's from Coastal Scents or BH Cosmetics. I don't remember. But I've just like heard such good things about the brand, so I decided I had to try one of their like big ones. And I just didn't think it had very good pigmentation. I think like the color that I thought would be really pretty is this red, and it came out orange, and like, I don't know, none of them were incredibly pigmented. None of them were colors like that I saw myself wearing very often. I think this will be great to experiment with colors with, but it won't be something that I'll be like wearing if I'm actually going anywhere, just because they don't last very long. We regret buying this the most. Oh, I skipped biggest regret. So this is biggest regret as well as least used. I'm just gonna combine those two. I have the list down here, but I just feel like it's just not something I really needed, and it's something that I'll use very, very rarely. But I didn't even buy it like regular price. Like regular price BH Cosmetics, Coastal Scents, those are pretty cheap. I think that this was on Haute Look or Hot Look or something, and was even cheaper, or it was like ridiculously on sale. That's why I like got it. It was probably like less than $10. So I mean, it's not a big deal, but I just think that it's not really something I will be using all that often. The last one is most used, most loved, and then like Desert Island. So I think I have different ones for most used and most loved, and then one for Desert Island just because I combine those two. Most regret and least used. So I figure I can, oh my god, my dog is sitting outside and he's just staring at me. I figure I can just kind of, I should add one. I have this one, which is the Kat Von D. Already talked about it. Already showed it to you guys. It's just gorgeous, and I've been using it like crazy lately. But I want to include something that I've kind of had for a while and used a lot as well. And it is the Urban Decay Vice. So, it's gorgeous, and I'm just really glad that I got it. I think that I use a lot of the natural colors in it quite often. Like I'll swatch a couple of my favorites and just show you guys. It's gorgeous, and then there's this blue that I'm in love with. So those are the natural colors, and then there's the blue. It's gorgeous. It's something I use all the time, but it's just, it was kind of like my first kind of big palette rather than like I had like, I don't know, it was my first like big palette. It was a Christmas present last year. And it was just like, it was my first Urban Decay palette, and I have just loved it, and I use it all the time. This is kind of, I don't have any of the Naked palettes. I have the Naked Basics, but I didn't actually bring that out here. But this is probably the one, like, if I'm traveling, I reach for this, just because if I want to do a little bit crazier looks with the colors, I have those. I have bright colors, but I also have a good variety of nudes and greens and like different colors to bring out my eye color. But then for Desert Island, I gotta go with this monster of a palette, and it is the Smashbox Masterclass Palette 2. I would take this on a desert island. I don't even think that needs to be explained. But obviously, it's got quite a bit of stuff in it, and I don't think I would need anything else. 28 eyeshadows, it's got cheek colors, it's got gel eyeliners, it's got highlights. I just don't think that I would really need anything else. So really, that's the main reason I'd reach for it. It's not something that I reach for quite often, mostly because I just got it. recently. So that is all I have for you guys. What are your guys' favorite palettes? Let me know down below. I always want to like know more about palettes. And I'm really like kind of convincing myself that I need to get one of the Nakeds at least. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.